This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for January 20th, 2023. It's currently December 5th, 2022, 5:34 p.m. Eastern Time. So the overall theme and behavior, we have a move higher through a resistance level. We stay above it briefly before breaking back down through the same price level shortly thereafter with a full retracement. Behavior around the high, we have sideways fluidity along a support level, equal amounts of bulls and bears, inflow and outflow. Sometimes that's like a tight range, a tight channel, and sometimes it's wide swings, hard to say. Looks like it's probably a tight channel in this case. And then behavior around the low, there's that Knight of Swords again. We're in the midst of that Knight of Swords energy for quite a bit. What I'm coming to realize, guys, even after 20 years, I still learn these patterns. Is that certain cards, they represent an energy that innately within it is longer than just one day. It spans out. Like the Ace of Cups does that. The Knight of Swords does that. And anyhow, so we're still in this Knight of Swords energy, which we see Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords. We see Knight of Swords all the way back on the 18th, and then all the way forward into the 25th even, which is volatility ending with a fast sudden move to the upside. In any case, the 20th is likely the high for the month as well, so we make a high with this peak. Yeah, and there's that reversal. Looks like we come back down probably the following day. Because we got this volatility near the low that ends with a fast sudden move higher. And I'm advised to trade around a rally along a diagonal trend line that ends with a fast sudden move higher and then a breakdown through that diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down. It looks like, again, that declining aspect takes place in the post-market or the following day. We have a period of volatility in the pre-market. By the way, guys, please support the channel. Best way to do that is to, if you regularly utilize this information and you're making money, follow the rule of karma. Send a little bit of that profit back to the channel. You can do that through Cash App in the description below, or through PayPal in the description below. If you're using the monthlies, best way you can give back, guys, is by signing up for a 1-month recurring. It's really the best way to give back to the channel. And then there's also the one-on-one general consults. Doesn't even need to be a finance related question, and you can sign up for those on our website, tarotfortraders.com. Thank you so much. Back to what we were doing. So we have this correlation to a big move higher early in the morning, and so in the pre-market, there's that volatility and a sharp drop within that period of volatility. It looks like a U-shaped drop around the open. And that U-shaped drop, it takes place near the intersection of two perpendicular intersecting diagonal trend lines. And then it looks like there's more decline in the first half hour, or even in the first hour and a half. Decline as far out as the first 2.5 hours. Somewhere there's decline in out to like an hour and a half into the day, between an hour and a half into the day to 2.5 hours into the day, somewhere in there. But that decline early in the morning offers an opportunity to open up a long position for a day trade. It looks like. Don't do it too quickly, but there's an opportunity there. Matter of fact, this is a cash out opportunity. Okay, so the protection that could have been purchased at the high towards the end of the day yesterday could cash out of that within that decline in the first half hours, open up a long position for a day trade that we would close at around the close at the end of the day. So midday we have a rally to meet a key resistance level on a on a 1 day chart. It would stand out, but we break down from that resistance level with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down, and that's followed by a rally along a diagonal trend line roughly between 1 and 2 o'clock. Rally along the diagonal trend line, breaking through horizontal resistance, meeting a second resistance, and then pulling back to somewhere between those two with a bit of a sharp drop. But we attempt to establish, and it looks like we do establish new support to the upside creating our high somewhere in the last 2 hours. But there is after what appears to be a notable move in the last hour to the upside, like maybe even a breakout there. There's a notable drop, a notable decline. It looks like the cessation of that trend and a notable decline overnight or in the following day. So be careful for that. I'd look to close out when there's a big move, like a breakout kind of move, or like it'll stand out on a one-day chart towards the end of the day in that last hour. I would close out of that long position that I'd opened for a day trade earlier in the day. Sneak preview for the following day, we open lower. And there's a rally that's halted with a sharp decline through a key support level on a one-day scale. And that's the 20th, my friends. Make sure you follow that. You hit follow. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like. And most importantly, my friends, make sure you follow that rule of karma. If you don't know what the rule of karma is, check out the video on the rule of karma. It's the whole reason why we're doing these videos for free. Please follow that rule of karma, my friends. Really, it's innate within this information. You'll only be able to make money if you're following that rule of karma. But with that said, my friends, if you do that, follow that rule of karma, you're going to get tenfold back towards yourself from all directions. And I'll see you on the next one.